So 1 second live stream. That's how we're starting this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to me and James's annual podcast where we talk about E3 and shit. Are we still calling it the TDSK Comedy Cast?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
know.
stupid name. Let's find something else. But it's our annual E3 podcast. How you doing, James?
Doing all right about yourself.
I'm doing just fine. So we've got a very interesting E3 to talk about this year. Pretty disappointing overall.
I don't know. I feel like most of the games that were shown were pretty good. At least the ones I wrote down. And I don't know.
I've got a you texted me and said, "Hey, make it your favorite announcements list." I've only got like 4 titles on here. I've got
Yeah, I only.
honorable mentions, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting because those are more long-term games at this point.
Yeah, I wrote a list of mostly everything. Um, I marked down which ones were some of my favorites. And yeah, there are only a few, but
Right.
I feel like they'll be really good. And there's some that I didn't even mention, which, whatever. Some I didn't label because it's like, I feel like they'll be pretty good anyways.
Right. I do want to start with this was a year for like if you wanted a title and like you didn't want to pay for it, like this was the year for that. A lot of companies ended up giving games away for free. Ubisoft did it, Bethesda did it, and Activision did it. It was
Yeah,
impressive to see, actually.
yeah. That's just kind of how the companies are doing it. Get some into people's hands, then charge the rest.
Right. Which I do want to glance on that when we get to Bethesda and stuff. But where do you want to start?
Uh, let's look on my list. On my list, I started with two very interesting announcements, or at least one very interesting and one that I couldn't find a place for.
Okay, let's go for it.
Uh, Telltale is putting Minecraft story mode on Netflix.
Really?
I don't know if
I saw
it's going to be
articles.
like interactive or
Okay,
not, but that's weird.
yeah, that is. Okay, so that's what those articles were about on. Okay, so I saw them on Facebook. Like the articles started
Yeah.
circulating around, and I'm like, okay, it's just a bullshit, Facebook article. Nothing too crazy here. But this is like a legit thing. There's gonna be a video game on Netflix.
Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be interactive. It might be like episode one is this route, episode two is this route, episode three is this route, and then I guess section two, episode one is the next segment using this route.
Huh.
I don't know,
That
but if it's an actual game, that would be really interesting.
if it
And
is,
I
if
don't
it's the,
see why they wouldn't be able to put like all of the Telltale games on there.
it might be a test to see how it does because that's interesting. And Telltale would be a good person to test with Netflix because it's honestly like a story where you hit a button.
Oh yeah, their games have very minimum gameplay, and I feel like they would,
They
just
fit
completely
Netflix.
remove the actual game part. I feel.
Yeah. So with the, actually, that's a smart idea because that would get companies to kind of progress a little bit more towards this streaming thing that they keep threatening is coming.
By the way, how do you feel about Resident Evil 7 being streamed onto Nintendo Switch?
I think it's the stupidest thing that they could have done.
Right? It's like I understand maybe the Switch can't handle it, but that's not a good idea, especially for the Switch.
Yeah,
At least for, like PS4 and Xbox One,
like
they're
it
pretty
makes
much
more
always
sense.
hooked to the internet,
Yeah,
but the Switch is designed to be taken everywhere,
I
not
know, and
like
it's not
designed to
designed.
stay in one spot.
And the only way that you would be able to do it on the go is if you used your mobile phone as the data hotspot.
And even then, that would cause latency issues
That would
because,
cause a ton
frankly,
of latency issues, and I'm guessing the quality would be shit that way.
yeah, I mean, frankly, phone networks not that great.
No, no, it's not. I okay. So with it, I think it's the stupidest decision that they can do with the game because Resident Evil 7, I feel from what I've seen, yes, it's a very beautiful game, but the engine
Which we'll get on that a little bit later.
exactly, um, the game itself and the engine itself can be retooled to Nintendo Switch. I know it in my heart. And if it's the file sizes are too big, fucking just ask like Nintendo what they do to compress their games because they do a fantastic job with compression compared to other companies.
For the most part, yeah, and there's always going to be, you know,
We have a
ones that don't
30
like
gig
Wolfenstein
Breath of the
2.
Wild game compared to the latest Call of Duties, which have been close to 100 gigs each.
Breath of the Wild's not even 30 gigs, it's like 15.
Ex- then it proves my point anymore. I think. Like if you can cram all of that compressed down, there's got to be a way that they're doing it that is different and not normal compared to like here in the West.
Yeah, and I feel like part of that too probably comes down to the uh, proprietary memory cards they use.
I would as well. Apparently that I also read this a couple of months ago, but they're planning on launching a new type of Switch chip, like a Switch card that can hold more storage.
Yeah, I think right now the maximum storage the cards can hold is like 32 gigs, I think, maybe 64, but they're planning on upping it to, I believe, 128 gigs.
That would
So
open
that
up the
will
console a lot.
Oh yeah, and then, I mean, granted they're going to be a little more expensive, but it'll cut down on,
They could
like
try the take a
Wolfenstein
loss
2
method
being partially downloaded and like NBA 2K where it's like the
and
card
LA
and then
Noir
like a 30 gig download.
and LA Noir. Except that one's as not as big of a download, but there are like you have to download some of it from online. I think it's like 5 gigs of the game, something like that. It's not a hefty chunk, but it is. It does happen.
It's enough, yeah.
It's enough. Uh, anyway, back on topic. But Resident, I like the fact that they're gonna put it on the Switch. I feel like it should go to the Switch. I think they need to rethink how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, there's better ways they can approach it, I feel,
Me
but
too.
that's neither here nor there.
I kind of wanted to
So,
shit on EA for a minute, if that's all right with you.
we'll be getting to some EA a little bit later, I think.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, so we'll just wait.
Yeah.
All right, so the next thing I wanted to mention, Telltale is teaming up with Netflix again to make a Stranger Things game.
I'm okay with this.
I mean, I've never watched Stranger Things, and frankly, I don't care. I just thought that was interesting that collaboration's going both ways.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I am actually okay with this if it's a part of the story that we don't see in the TV show.
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah. I
'Cause
will
isn't
say the
Stranger
TV
Things
show
like an
is very good. I
X-Men
haven't
prequel?
watched season 2. I had the chance to work with the sheriff of the show, his actor. He was here just this weekend at for Denver Comic Con. He revealed that he's going to have a mustache in the next season, which is funny that he released that bit of information. But like, I do enjoy the show. It was a very interesting show to watch, and I liked it. So I'm okay with them teaming up and working together to make this a mutual benefit for both sides.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're not just gonna, pour shit into one and not worry about the other.
Exactly. And as like Netflix and these other companies become more prominent as the main source of like TV shows and entertainment, I feel like we're going to see this a lot more. It's going to be more of a commonplace thing for games and streaming services to be working very close to make these new pop culture experiences more fleshed out in a gaming sense.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm all on board. Why did you just text me? But yeah, like I'm completely on board with this. Son of a bitch. I'm completely on board with them doing it, as long as they do it correctly. You know that they Telltale is pretty good about making the story good. That's their job. Like that's what they do.
Yeah, because I can't make a game. Beep, beep, beep.
Pew
I'm
pew pew pew
sorry.
pew.
Uh,
Shots fired over here.
all right.
But
So,
I'm fine with it.
yeah. So I think we should continue on. So this everything's kind of mixed up just from where I was grabbing my info from.
Me too.
Um, but it looks like this next part's going to be Bethesda.
Ooh. Okay, I do want to talk about Bethesda because I watched the conference.
Yeah.
Uh, I thought the opening with Andrew WK was the most awkward part of E3 outside of an EA press conference.
I didn't even watch it. The only conferences I watched were Sony's and Nintendo's because
That
I was like working.
right. Okay, so they open up with Andrew WK, which if I don't know if you watched Destroy Build Destroy back in the day on Cartoon Network.
Dude, he was popular way before that.
I know, but like for the younger audience, that's what they'll know him from. He was the host of that show. And so he comes out and he does a rock concert um, to like promote Rage 2. This is how they're opening their conference. However, I felt like they did it very poorly by showing him and all of them singing all and then cutting to the audience, which I guess they expected to be, into it. And they're all sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? I just want Elder Scrolls. Um, when I feel like they could have done the rock concert and cut to him and then cut to gameplay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He it just felt very awkward and very kind of shoehorned in as part of his contract, so he would do the voice acting for Rage.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really watch much of that. I actually didn't find Rage anywhere on anything, so I didn't even write it down.
So Rage 2, it looked interesting, I guess. Like they didn't convey what Rage can be very well. They showed a gameplay demo, like a gameplay mission demo, and none of it was very exciting or very thrilling to kind of get you like, oh, this game looks cool. But when you look into it and you know that it's the Doom engine and all that, you're like, it's interesting. It's an interesting thought and concept to bring back to do Rage, because from what I understand, Rage 1 was good.
I haven't played it.
Neither have I. From the consensus of people that have, they said it was good. Um, so it looks like it could be fun, but they didn't show it being fun. So it kind of got overlooked very quickly as they moved on with their press conference.
No, that's fine. I mean, to be fair, I think Bethesda announced much more appealing things,
They did.
like Elder Scrolls 6.
Which, for me, of course you're going... Because, okay, so the way Todd Howard announced it was, okay, so everything we've shown you is coming within, like, the next year. I'm paraphrasing what he said. Now I'd like to show you more of what you can see long-term coming from Bethesda. And they rolled 2 teaser trailers. One for the new IP that is going to be their quote-unquote next generation game, Starfield, which I'm actually excited to see more of. I wish they would have had a little bit more than just what they had, because I think a Bethesda RPG in space would be cool.
I think part of my issue with Starfield is going to be it's going to feel like Fallout in space.
I don't know. Well, we don't know if it will. We're gonna have to wait and see. I feel like
Yeah,
we're gonna see more of that next year from Bethesda. They're
yeah,
gonna
definitely. I know I'm very excited for Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, I put
and then
who knows how many hours into Skyrim, probably a disgusting amount.
right, and not to say I'm not excited about Elder Scrolls 6, but I do want to see what else Todd Howard can come up with. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see where he wants to take this space RPG, this space adventure. I've, I just want to see what else he can do. I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of Elder Scrolls 6. Do not get me wrong, but I want to see what this new thing, his new idea is, because he's got a decent track record for his games. Not with bugs or physics, but story and shit like that. Like, he's good at making games. He's a good
Yeah,
lead man. So taking, they've created this new engine, from what I understand, for Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. They're going to run on the same engine. Um, and that's what's going to push Bethesda forward into the future. And I'm just excited to see what Starfield is, and what's Todd going to think of next. What is this space RPG baby he's been holding on to for so long, and now is the time to do it.
yeah. I mean, I guess we'll find out maybe a little more next year,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. I may pick it up when it gets cheap, but we'll see.
Right.
Uh,
Fallout 76.
that's next on the list.
Yeah. So I think it looks interesting, and I'm definitely already possibly pre-ordered it. Uh, and I'm very interested because from so you have to do a little bit of extra research. So it's kind of like Rust, and that's what a lot of people were drawing comparisons to right away. But it's Fallout, like Fallout 4, set somewhere else and online.
It's West Virginia.
I know it's West Virginia, but I'm just, for layman terms, it's set somewhere else and it's online. It will have
Yeah,
quests. It will have a single. It will have a story. I'm not going to call it a single player campaign because it's not, but it will have this and it will have a story. And Bethesda's very on top of anti-griefing measures. There's a documentary called The Making of Fallout 76, which I highly encourage everyone to take a watch if they're even interested a little bit in the game.
that's the one by No Clip, right?
Yeah, because it flushes out a lot more what they couldn't fit into the press conference. But I think the game itself looks very interesting. I'm going to enjoy it, and I can't wait to see what goes on, because recently in interviews and on the No Clip article documentary, I believe, um, they did confirm modding and private servers just to come later after release,
Then I'm definitely gonna be waiting.
which that's fine. I would encourage, if you want to do private servers and modding, definitely wait. Um, but I feel like it's definitely going to be a worthy game, even if it's quote unquote not at release, because
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be skipping it anyways. I just don't like Fallout much.
which makes sense. You're not much of a Fallout guy.
Yeah, the concept is cool, the premise is cool, but A, I'm getting Elder Scrolls Online flashbacks, and B, it's we'll see.
We will. I'm picking it up at release, so I'll probably dive in and see how it is after the servers actually inevitably go back online. Because I know damn well those servers are going to fucking crash for the first week.
Oh yeah.
And that's probably why they don't want to do private servers or anything at the beginning. They want to fix whatever, you know, they miss in this beta that they're planning to do and fix their servers, and then they'll probably roll out privates and stuff like that. I imagine it won't be too long after the game is actually out. Maybe a month or two. To make sure they've got everything taken care of.
Oh yeah. Honestly, they won't be far behind.
No. Because
Because I
modding
mean
is an
that'll
essential
appeal
part of
to
the
the
community.
yeah, and that'll appeal to the people like me that really cannot stand playing with other people.
Right. I still encourage you to go watch the No Clip documentary because it is worth it.
Eventually, I got other shit to do.
Yeah. I do want to talk about
Bless you.
uh, their mobile games.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Elder Scroll Blades. I didn't even mention that.
I think it is a worthy idea.
It's interesting,
It
but
is.
much further than that, I honestly don't care. I mean, I don't play, big games on my phone because I don't like big games on my phone.
I agree.
If they put it on Switch, I'd be down.
Which it
But
sounds like it'll probably be coming to Switch.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Ah,
maybe
fucking allergies.
eventually, but as of right now, pretty much it's like, oh, it's on, phone. I don't care.
Agreed.
So next on the list, Doom Eternal.
I don't know what else to say about that one. We're gonna
My
have to wait
God.
for Quake. I know, fucking allergies, dude. We're gonna have to wait for QuakeCon to really see anything about that game.
Yeah, I mean, immediately it's already a fave just because, New Doom was probably my favorite game of 2016. I'd have to look at what else came out that year,
2016 was a pretty interesting year for gaming.
but
That
it was easily one of my favorites. I know the only other one I can think of was Uncharted 4, and I still haven't played it. But
I'm
yeah,
interested to
I'm
see
really
more
looking forward
when
to it.
QuakeCon comes.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Pretty much, if they just made the first game again with new levels, I would be down.
You know, I think
And also on Switch.
yeah. I feel like they're gonna keep doing their best to port games to Switch.
Yeah, at least eventually, right?
In their Bethesda titles, they don't need to be there on day one. Wolfenstein proves this. Because from what I understand, the hype is still decently built around Wolfenstein coming to the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm skipping it,
I am
unfortunately.
as
But
well.
yeah, I mean, I already have it. I mean, we talked about this. I already
Right.
have it, plus the fact it's like a 14 gig download. No, I'm good.
Yeah. But I'm I like seeing Bethesda actually supporting the Switch. It's I don't want to say like a noble thing to do, but it's definitely nice to see when there are other AAA publishers and developers who still have yet to put a game onto Nintendo Switch. And Bethesda was the like one of the first big ones.
Oh yeah, and they were there from day one.
Yeah. They let them show fucking Skyrim footage in the trailer while they didn't want to confirm it. We knew it was going to come eventually because the community and the fact that you can actually play fucking Skyrim on your Amazon Alexa.
Yeah, which is weird. And of course, they re-released Skyrim again.
Which this time it was in a joking fashion, but they actually did do it.
Yeah.
I do love how Todd Howard is so self-aware
Yeah,
about that shit.
fucking Skyrim again. Jesus.
At least it's free.
That's true. So next on the list, Wolfenstein Youngblood.
You know, I'm okay with it. I want to say,
I'm
like,
interested.
I'm interested. I haven't played Wolfenstein 2 yet, so I don't know what to, how it's gonna build from that. But I do like the premise. I think the
So
premise is interesting.
pretty much, Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus was like, Blazkowicz, his girlfriend was pregnant, blah blah blah. Bringing babies into a Nazi world. He's angry about it because he's American.
He's an
Um,
American man.
Wolfenstein Young Blood takes place. So like the first one was like 1945 or something.
Yeah,
The second one was like 1960s Nazi America, and Youngblood is going to be like 1980s Nazi Paris, and it's going to be his kids.
right. And I think the premise is interesting, and they're bringing co-op into it, which am I don't know how to feel about that one so much, but I think the premise of it is interesting, and I just wish we could have seen like how it's gonna work.
I mean, it's probably like 16 months out, so
I know it's
yeah, it
a it's
might
a
be a
good long
while.
while away.
So next on my list, Cyberpunk 2077.
I missed this announcement.
Well, it's been announced for
Well,
like
I
ever.
I knew it was a now, but like I missed the E3 trailer, and I watched the Xbox press conference somehow, and I just missed it. But from what I've gone back and looked at, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a CD Projekt Red game that is first person,
Well, yeah,
and
it's a shooter.
yeah, I'm fucking interested, dude. I'm
Of
on.
course you are.
Fuck you. Okay, it's a CD Projekt Red game set in the fucking future, and doesn't it
And
have
it's
like
a
a
shooter, so that means you're immediately interested.
not true? I'm gonna break this stigma sooner or later. God damn it.
Hey, maybe review more games, huh?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, get get wrecked.
I
Um,
I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart recently, trying to
yeah,
get
I
into
have like
chainsaws.
100 hours of Devil May Cry 3 logged right now, so I got to start actually working on that review.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
Dark
still
Souls Remastered.
I'm still gonna do more shorter reviews. Like, we'll talk about this later, but like, I'm still gonna do more short reviews, not so much in depth like you have started to do, and I do like yours. It's very good.
Dude, that video took forever.
I know.
All right. Anyways,
Yes.
next on the list. I was very tired when I typed this because I started right after I woke up. Just Sauce 4. I meant to say Just Cause 4, but I wrote Just Sauce 4.
Right. Good job, James. You're a scholar of the English language.
I just love that it worked.
I know. Yawn. Honestly, I could care less.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played 3 or anything. I mean, I have it. It was like free on PlayStation Plus, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll,
My big
we'll
thing
see what they show.
my big thing with it is Just Cause used to be like that treat you got every couple years out in between each other, and it wasn't a very commonplace title. And now they're like trying to shoehorn it into being more, updating more often. And when you boil Just Cause down, you just go in it to fuck around. I don't know anyone who actually gives a fuck about the story.
Well, same goes for like COD, and that's why the new one has like no single player.
Yeah, I know.
Um, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Next, Halo Infinite.
I'm interested to see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've seen, people that are like, "Oh, this is the Master Chief helmet from 3 or whatever. I'm like, okay, A, you're a nerd, and B, I don't think that matters much.
You see, like with this E3, it's hard to say anything about games because we have no gameplay to go off of with a lot of them.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. And a few of these I actually completely missed.
Yeah, me too.
Like Gears Tactics, which is the next on the list.
Oh, okay, I
Like
knew about
I
that
heard
one.
about Gears of War 5, but I didn't even notice Gears Tactics was a thing.
Okay, so how it went in the actual press conference, they went for the pop figure Gears game. Is that Gears Tactics?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, so they have this pop, pop vinyl. You know the pop company.
Yeah, Funko Pop.
Yeah, Funko Pop. That's their name. So yeah, so they teamed up with them, and they're gonna make a mobile game to, I guess, compete with like the style and sort of thing of Lego games, which is weird.
Also, because Lego games don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have fucking the Tactics, which is the RTS, and then we're gonna have Gears 5. None of which was asked for, and from what I understand, not a lot of people are really so crazy hype about either.
Well, I mean, Gears of War was a very popular series. I think with 4 it died out a little bit,
It definitely
but
died out with 4, but people are still angry about fucking three's ending.
well, people are still upset about, what's the space one from BioWare? Mass Effect. People are
Mm-hmm.
still upset about Mass Effect 3's ending. Like, nerds are gonna be nerds.
Damn right.
So what do you think about Gears of War 5?
Never have really. I've never really dipped my toe into Gears of War.
Yeah, I played the first one for like an hour, I think.
So I really don't know how to feel. I mean, if that's your cup of tea, fucking good. You've got another game coming, but I don't know if I'm gonna. From just the trailer alone, I still don't feel like it's worth picking it up on the Windows Store on my PC or buying an Xbox for and playing.
Yeah, we'll see. If on the off chance I play through all of the games by the time that comes out, I might get it. But the odds of that happening are very, very slim.
Very, because I'm not even
So,
that interested in it to begin with.
I mean, it's a shooter. You should. Well, it's a
No,
third-person shooter.
I love third-person shooters more than first-person shooters, but god damn, no, I'm just not interested. They showed nothing that makes me interested in the game. I haven't been interested in it before. Seeing Gears of War as a title doesn't get me rock hard.
Yeah, me neither, unfortunately. Next on the list, Battletoads. I just wanted to know your thoughts about that.
The meme is real. It exists. It's actually happening, James.
Okay, how do you feel about it apart from an internet joke?
Uh, I mean, what did we get out of their trailer? A black screen. So fucking, they could be still fucking with us. We don't know. There's like nothing to show, nothing to see. We have a title. That's it.
Yeah, but how do you feel about the fact that this is the first actual Battletoads game in like 25 years, or the fact that the last time they were in a game was, well, Killer Instinct and also Shovel Knight?
Um, I'm
So
interested
there's
to
there's a
see.
lot you can pull from this, apart
Right.
from like, oh, we only have a title.
I don't know how it's gonna play or anything, but I'm interested to see what they do with it because it has been like the first game in 20 years, like you said.
I think I'm mostly just curious about who's gonna make it. because the original games were made by Rareware,
It's
but
still a rare title.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
So
it'll suck.
we have a very much small percent chance that they're actually gonna hit the shit out of the park, and a
Oh, they're
higher
not.
chance that it's gonna be fucking disappointing.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. Um, I mean, we'll see, but I think it'll suck.
I
Um,
I'm kind of
Especially
hoping.
if they try to modernize it, yeah, it won't be good.
I I'm still disappointed about fucking Sea of Thieves. It has so much potential.
What do you think about Dying Light 2?
Dying um Dying I did not play the original Dying Light. Watched some people play the original Dying Light. Thought it was interesting looking and looked fun. Uh, okay, so I did like play it for 5 minutes, and it's more Dead Island without actually having Dead Island. So I'm okay with it. I probably won't pick it up, but if it's ever on sale or for free, I might pick it up.
Yeah, maybe eventually. So next, Kingdom Hearts 3.
The fact that it's no longer. Where do we want to start with this behemoth? The fact that it's no longer like Sony exclusive. The fact that
I don't think it
it's
was ever really Sony exclusive.
it only ever was on PlayStation, from what I uh, understood.
Only 1 and 2 were.
Well, now it's coming to Xbox, and
Yeah, only 1 and 2 were. I believe the remakes were on the other systems. Uh, Chain of Memories was on GBA. Um, there were a few DS titles. There were some on phones. It's been on a lot.
but like the core game is actually going to be on all of them, which I'm
Terrell, with Kingdom Hearts, there is no core game.
I don't know. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts. I'm interested to stick my toe in the water for I plan on playing it when it comes out.
That is a
Maybe not
can
right
of
away,
worms I
but
don't think you're prepared for.
I'm interested to actually give it a shot.
There's like 5 other games you need to play first. I'm not even joking.
Boy.
Yeah,
I'll reach out to my buddy from UNC and see if I can borrow his fucking Kingdom Hearts games.
yeah. I was thinking about getting the one or the 1.8 and 2.8 remakes, but we'll see.
I was thinking about getting that bundle with the games that you need to play.
Yeah, the 1.8 and 2.8. Yeah,
Yeah, because that that uh that bundle seems worth it for someone who's never played the series before.
pretty much. RPG-ish, very story driven, and the story makes like 0 sense. Pretty
Okay.
much how it's been described is even the creators don't know what's going on.
Well, fuck. I bet Disney loves
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's insane. I might be interested. Same deal with Gears. If I happen to play through all of the other games beforehand,
Which is
great.
very unlikely.
Yeah, I mean that's like it's like 20 hours a game, I think.
Right. It's
Anyways, next.
it's gonna be interesting to say the least.
Oh yeah. So next on the list, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Okay, I was actually gonna say that is the number one on my anticipated games list.
I marked it as fave. It is not my like most anticipated,
It's what
but it is one of them.
when I okay, so when I was started to write down my list for the games that you told me like which ones got me interested in right at the announcement, I put that one at the top. I'm very interested to see this game. Like I'm jumping slowly into the dank souls and the bloodborns, but this one looks interesting. It looks like you've got some speedy movement to use and new ways of actually handling boss fights, and it looks like Dark Souls and Bloodborne-esque combat and gameplay. So I'm interested to give it a shot.
According to From Software, it's actually only an action game. There's going to be like no RPG elements, so I feel like that'd be a very good starting point for someone like you.
I completely agree with that. The only thing I'm worried about with the game is its publisher.
Oh, I'm not worried.
It's Activision.
Oh, I know.
I
Well,
I
From
don't trust
Software has a
Activision.
very good pedigree.
I know they do, and trust me, I do. But I just don't trust Activision. I I really can't trust them. They are a terrible, terrible company, and all they give a fuck about is milking shit.
You say that, but they've also made some of my favorite games and then subsequently canceled the sequels. So,
Because it didn't turn as much of a profit as they'd hoped. I guarantee it is why they did not do that. I know they made the Insane trilogy, and that is cool, I guess, and it's fun. But Activision themselves are an actual terrible company.
God, Turo, why are you talking about Dark Souls again?
What?
Crash, Insane Trilogy, Dark Souls. Because everyone was comparing it to Dark Souls when it came out.
Oh, fucking hell. I played that shit. It isn't that bad. It is difficult, but I won't call it that bad. People just like calling shit Dark Souls for the fucking clickbait.
Well, and because games aren't hard anymore.
They're really not.
Um. Anyways, next on the list, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
More Tomb Raider. More Lara Croft ass. Good to go.
Yeah, I need to play through the others first.
I need to play the first one again, because it's been a minute, and I didn't complete it, so I'm probably gonna go back and play that, and you know what? I'll take a swing at reviewing that game.
Good luck with that.
I'll get on it tonight. Not like the actual first game from the PS1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
first
reboot
remake.
series.
Yeah, but I'll get on that tonight. I'll download it and boot it up.
Yeah, I think I have it downloaded. I just need to actually get around to it.
There's so many games, so little time. And I've
Yeah.
also been playing a lot of fucking Balloons 8 or no, Balloons 8, Balloons 6.
Oh wait, they made a sixth one?
Yeah, it's out on mobile right now.
My fucking pussy. God damn it.
Well, now you have something to play during work.
Son of a bitch. Dude, I'm customer service at Walmart. I can't play on my phone.
Damn. Play it on the computer. Download the emulator.
Anyways, god damn it. So many hours of my life are going to be gone now. Damn it.
I know.
And I just got Dark Souls on PS4.
Oh, you didn't see my tweet about I'm excited for all the E3 games, but fucking at least I have Bloons Tower and 6 to play this weekend.
I didn't see the 6. I thought you were just talking about 5. Like,
No.
I thought you, just got 5.
No, I've had 5.
God damn it.
Let's see, how many hours do I have on 5? I have 11 hours on 5.
I have, 70, I think. And that's just on Steam.
Right. I have more overall if we were to tally up all the platforms. It's on, mobile and fucking on the browser and shit.
Yeah, I probably have a few hundred hours.
But for the actual, Steam version, it's only 11. But fucking, I made it to fucking, level 46 in those 11 hours.
Alright, anyways,
Yeah.
next. The Quiet Man.
Their VR game. Right? That's from VR game?
No, that's something else.
Okay.
Like the
What's the
Quiet Man,
Quiet Man?
it's like a Square Enix game where you play as like a deaf man, and in the trailer he punches someone. Much
Uh,
further than that, I have no idea.
I honestly don't know because I missed this announcement. I I did not watched. I did not watch uh Square's press conference, and from what I was told, it wasn't even worth watching. It took 30 minutes and they were done. Like, and they announced like they had no hype for anything, so I didn't bother to even go back and watch it. So I don't know how to feel. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it until I saw the list. Yeah, we'll see when it comes out.
Exactly.
The Division 2.
I played the beta of the first division. Thought it had some potential. Feels like another grindy game. If you're into that shit, fucking have a heyday. But it's it's more division.
Yeah, I haven't played the first one.
I didn't play it either. I just played the beta. I was like, okay, this is decently fun, but it's like it got very repetitive very quickly because it's like a cover-based third-person shooter.
It's also an RPG and like an MMO.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
It's very light on that RPG. It's honestly just a big fucking grind fest where you sit behind something and shoot it and get XP from it. And then you move on to the next thing to shoot and get XP from until you get a cool gun.
yeah, I'm not all that interested. Oh, fuck.
Neither am I.
No, my Balloon 6.
Oh,
I did
oh,
legit
look,
just
James,
buy it.
another game that I'm not interested in. Oh my god, it's got a gun and I don't want to play it. Fucking.
Oh no, my absolute most favorite game has guns. And also Doom,
No, I'm
dude.
talking about me. I'm not interested
Oh,
in the Division 2. I think it's going to
oh.
be
I thought
actual
you were
shit.
talking shit on me. I'm like,
No.
homie.
No, I'm not talking shit on you. I'm trying to talk shit on myself, talking shit on you. Yes. Oh, fuck.
All right. Next, Forza Horizon 4.
More Forza. Like, I've never really played it.
I've played a few of the others when I got them when I got my Xbox One. Uh, they're fun. It's interesting that it's coming to PC.
It doesn't surprise me at all. Because,
Yeah,
like,
not really.
here's the thing. And there are no such things as Xbox exclusives anymore.
Yeah,
They're
which
Windows
is too
exclusives.
bad. Um, and it's apparently supposed to it's supposed to have like 450 different cars, which is really cool.
How many of them are going to be locked behind a paywall, though? That's the question.
Probably a lot. I dropped a few bucks so I can just get a Ford Falcon and I believe Horizon 3, which I was very upset about. Um, but yeah, what it's supposed to have though is a really good like seasonal and weather system, which sounds very interesting.
I did see that, and it does look very interesting.
Yeah, if they can like pull that off, I'm down. I'm down.
As
I'll
well as
probably
making
pick
your
it up.
cars handle differently.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll probably pick it up eventually.
As
All right,
I might too, maybe.
next, which this is my most favorite announcement probably. Devil May Cry 5.
I knew we were gonna talk about this one. I'm interested. I haven't played Devil May Cry. I've watched your videos about Devil May Cry. So I'm
You
interested to
need to
maybe dip my toe in the water.
you need to play them because it is so easy to play them right now. Just because, the HD collection recently came out on PS4, Xbox One, PC.
Okay.
4 Special Edition is out on PC and PS4, which I know you have both. Um, and you may not be able to play on the higher difficulties just because it's very, very hard. But if you play on like normal or easy, you should be able to make it through pretty all right.
Alrighty.
Um, So it's just interesting, and we'll talk about this more next. It's going to be made with the Resident Evil engine,
Okay.
and it's coming 11 years after Devil May Cry 4 was released. So more than a decade.
Without
That's
Devil May Cry.
well, there's the reboot. But still, like the main series, 11 years. That's crazy.
That is some crazy shit.
It's yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Watching the trailer, I was so confused just because all the characters look very different because it's the Resident Evil 7 engine, so pretty much it is the mocap actors' faces now.
Right.
So I was like, is that Nero? Is that Dante? Who the fuck is this? But
Exactly.
then as the trailer went through, I'm like, oh my fucking pussy.
I,
And it showed gameplay,
it did. It did
which
indeed.
some of the animations were reused from 4, which whatever, that's fine. But it's like, oh my god, gameplay.
Exactly.
On that fucking the theme song they showed, the Devil Trigger song. I'm excited. So I put this one a little later on the list, but I feel like we should just talk about it now. Uh Resident Evil 2 remake.
Resident Evil 2 remake. It looks like Resident Evil 2 remade.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Apparently they're not going crazy with it, but they are like expanding some of the areas and they might add some additional content.
Exactly.
But also made with the Resident Evil 7 engine, which I love the fact that Capcom is getting so much use out of that engine.
Exactly. They're fucking really loving that engine.
Yeah, I'm glad they're getting so much use out of it. And apparently it's very versatile to be able to do both, Resident Evil and something like Devil May Cry.
Alright.
So I mean, maybe if they decide to bring back I what else did they bring back? I don't know. Mega Man, the Mega Man 12 and Resident Evil 7 engine.
Fucking Mega Man, dude.
I'm pretty hyped for Mega Man 11. Not gonna lie.
It does look interesting. Looks better than Mighty Number 9.
That's not saying much.
I know.
But yeah, I'm glad they're getting so much use out of that engine because it's a beautiful engine.
It is, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, Devil May Cry 5 looks magnifique.
Magnifique.
All right, so next, Metro Exodus.
I haven't played a Metro game. However, my
Me
friends
neither.
that have are very excited.
Yeah, we'll see. I do need to go and at least check out the other games before I decide whether or not I'm going to write this one off.
Right.
Since we didn't have much to talk about with that, let's go to the next one. Uh, Jump Force. What do you think about that one?
Jump Force. I actually gotta pull this one up.
It
Oh,
is.
that's the anime fighter, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, pretty much anime Smash Bros. That's what I wrote down.
It feels very, very gimmicky, just by what we know. It just feels like it's gonna be one giant gimmick trying to get all the fucking hardcore weebs to get into a game.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, all they'd have to do is they'd have to put Trevor from the Castlevania anime, and which they probably won't, and like someone from Yu-Gi-Oh in there, and I'd be down. Because I know Yu-Gi-Oh is a Shonen Jump anime,
Yeah,
so much further than that, I don't care.
yeah, agreed. I didn't really care to start, so I'm not really caring now either.
Yeah, I know like Kyle's super excited about it because it's BioWare, but eh,
I agree with your eh.
Battlefield 5. I'm sure you probably have a lot to say about it.
I actually don't.
It looks like World War One still.
It's running off
Just
of the. They just upgraded some of the gun graphics and changed them around a bit. I've watched gameplay of it. It feels like they're definitely going for a weird mixed hybrid between Call of Duty and Battlefield now. Which,
so then they'll all feel even more the same.
yes. I do like the fact that you're gonna be able to move around the turrets and like stationary stationary guns that are there. However, I felt like that was just implemented into the game. That way they can put in Royale, which I'm fucking done with Royale games or modes at this point.
So I suppose since you mentioned it, can we just talk about Fortnite being on Switch?
I knew it was coming. Not surprised. Not interested. Moving on.
I love that it's free, but much further than that, I don't care. Yeah.
Agreed. I'm fine with people who enjoy it. Go ahead. Fucking. You do you. I
Yeah,
played it.
more to you.
Yeah. I played it for. I'm going to say I actually put in like 12 hours into the game. Like, I gave it a good long shot. And while it was fun at times with friends, it just never really stuck. Never really got into my nails. I didn't like it. It's. I think it's a pretty bad game, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, and just apart from, its credence as a game, which I'm sure it's fine, um, I feel like it's just uh appealing to the annoying vocal minority to appeal to the annoying vocal minority.
Agreed.
But anyways,
Back to
next.
Battlefield because I
Well, I was
wasn't
just gonna
quite
go
done.
right past it.
I wasn't
Um,
quite done.
oh, okay, yeah.
So like I am excited to see that you can move around the turns because that adds in a new bit of strategy to the big conquest mode that you can play online. But from what I understand, the gunplay has been redefined, so it feels like Call of Duty, and they're. I don't care. Like I probably will pick it up before I pick up the actual Call of Duty of this year. Like if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick up Battlefield 5 first. But I'm kind of done with both franchises. I enjoyed Battlefield 1 though. Like that was fun.
Yeah, I was actually kind of thinking about picking that one up, but that would have been very. If I could have gotten it for like $5, I would have picked it up.
Right. Like I would say that it does have that flinch and stuff that makes you motion sick.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah.
overall, like I enjoyed Battlefield 1. I do think I would enjoy Battlefield 5 if I got to play it. So when that public beta that they always have happens, I'll give it a fair shot then. But as of right now, I'm not exactly too hyped about it. I am happy with the business practice they're going to take with it, with the whole free everything. I just when they said it Royale, it just turned me off to the whole game.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna become the new like, all right, everyone, stop making Royale games because you're trying to keep up with the trend that was already old.
Yeah, the only reason and here's the thing. Not I feel like I finally understand what people were like when Call of Duty, when everyone was still trying to be Call of Duty and stuff like that back when it was the big deal. It's just played by a bunch of little kids, and there's a lot of casual adults who play it because their friends do. but there's really no game there, and I gotta give it to Fortnite. They do update their game very regularly, and they do that because they're in beta and they have a workaround by staying in beta. But honestly, it's just not fun. It's all
Yeah,
R RNG based, and
yeah, and a
it's
lot of it.
okay.
Um,
Continue.
I think a lot of it's just coming down to the fact that I think people are starting to get tired of just the multiplayer only stuff.
I do too. I feel like people want a good story again.
Yeah, which I'm down with, especially
Me too.
considering how well something like God of War did, which
Has
work
zero
in
online.
electronics. Yeah, working electronics at Walmart, I get people buying that game a lot.
Hmm. And not to say that like multiplayer online multiplayer on the way out, it will never be on the way out. But
Oh
like
no,
people want more than just the multiplayer.
yeah, I mean, especially, I mean, there's going to be a fan base for everything,
Right.
which that's good. I mean, diversity is what makes gaming really interesting.
As a game,
And I'm glad it's starting to get a little more diverse.
agreed. Um as a medium, Fortnite is it's killing it. Like no nothing is really competing with Fortnite anymore. It is the top dog. It started as the underdog and went to the top dog, which was rather impressive. Um,
Yeah,
so I do commend the guys over at Epic. They optimized it. It runs everywhere. It runs good everywhere too. Because I downloaded it and played one game on Switch just to see how it ran. It runs really really good on the Switch too. It runs good on every platform it's on. They constantly update. They're very involved with their community that plays it. They are good developers, for what they're getting across. They are good developers. It just doesn't sink into me. So I
yeah,
commend the guys at Epic. They did a fantastic job with the game, and especially turning it around from a purchase game, and then they just have this Fortnite beta battle royale thing because that their game isn't doing great, and then this whole team just becomes the main team. Like, I commend them. They did something that most people thought they were just not gonna do. They thought Fortnite, the game, was just gonna fall into you know what is it, obsolete. Like they were gonna like it was gonna fall into being an obsolete game because it was a zombie survival game. They took their building mechanic, put it into this battle royale thing, and it made something really cool that a lot of people enjoy. And if this is how people get into gaming, fucking fantastic.
yeah, and there'll always be a spot for that. Just unfortunately, neither of us are going to care much.
Right. I am concerned about the new report of the little 9-year-old who was who has actually been diagnosed as being addicted to the game. Like she's in rehab for the game because she sat there playing for so long that she was sitting on a piss soaked cushion and shit like that. Like her nutrition and her sleep and all that was off. She would refuse to go to school. Like it was an actual problem, so I am concerned, but at the same time, for those who are not addicted and enjoying the game, congratulations. Like you have a great game.
That seems like parents that failed at doing their job.
I feel like that they didn't do their job early enough on, and then when it got too bad, then they tried to set like an hour perimeter on it. Because when I was a kid, yeah, all I when I came home, all I wanted to do was play COD. When I was in 7th grade, that's all I wanted to do when I got home. But I knew when I needed to take a break. I knew when I needed to go to the bathroom. I didn't want to just keep playing. I would
Yeah,
take care of myself first. even though I was going through a rough time in my life. So
Yeah, just
it's one
yeah,
of
I
those weird
think
things.
yeah, I think part of it is just her parents
Right.
failed.
Right. I agree. And
Anyways,
I don't think Fortnite should be held to blame for the something that the parents should have done.
well, yeah, and that's the whole reason behind like the ESRB. Like,
Exactly. And it's
parents
rated teen.
should
She was 9.
parents
She's not a
should
teen-year-old.
know what their kids are playing. It's like, yeah, and the parents are the ones that buy the kids them rated games.
See, and that's the hard part about policing games these days. And I know we're completely off topic, but it's so hard to police games because as a parent, unless you're actively involved into like playing games with your kid, you don't know what they're downloading for free on the console.
Well, I mean, there are parental locks and shit that people can use,
I know,
but
but
just a lot of it is just I don't think they care enough to do that.
well, that's the thing. They're like, "Oh, I bought Jimmy their fucking PlayStation, but he wants to buy a game on here. Here's my card. Go for it." They don't care past that.
Well, yeah, and that's still what we're saying. Just parents failing.
Right. Anyway, let's move back to E3.
Yeah.
Our tangent is over.
Next on the list is Jedi Fallen Order.
We have nothing of this game, but I am so interested to see what it is because the premise sounds great.
Yeah, just from what I found, it's supposed to be between episodes 3 and 4, and it's Jedi being hunted.
Yeah, that's what it is. You didn't see the EA press conference, did you?
No, like I said, the only ones I watched were Sony and Nintendo.
Okay, so this is the lead developer at Respawn, right? He's sitting in the audience, and they just bring a camera and a microphone to him and start questioning him about the game. He is thrown off to high hell because from what I understand, he wasn't expecting to be part of the press conference.
That sounds kind of shitty.
Yeah, because
Uh,
that game was announced, but they showed nothing of it. There was no logo, no trailer, no nothing. Just a camera on his face and them talking about it. And then he said, "Oh, wait till next year. We'll have shit next year." So as in, fucking, we weren't even expecting to be here this year. I'm here
yeah,
because I'm contractually obliged to now that we are owned by EA.
yeah. I mean, I don't have much to say about it because we don't have much.
Anything. We have literally nothing besides a title.
I hope they try to make it different than Force Unleashed because it's similar premise.
Right.
I just hope to God they make it different because that'll keep the wound not hurting so much.
Right.
The
I
fact
feel
that
like that they
Force
are.
Unleashed is uncanon and that we're never getting the third.
Right. I feel like it is going to be different just simply due to the fact in the change of hands of developers and shit. But I hope it's a good game.
I'm sure it will be. Well, no, I can't say that.
We can't be sure about anything.
I have
But I'm
faith.
hopeful. I'm hopeful because Respawn has done a good job with their Titanfall games. They're underrated shooters, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have faith that they will do a decent job.
Especially after the last two fuck ups that they've done.
I don't know.
Oh, that's another thing I meant to tell you. So, uh, talking around with some of the concept artists for Star Wars and shit like that, because they know some more detail about what's going on with all of that. Disney's not happy at all with any of it at this point. They
Well,
are
I mean
look
it's
they
it's
are looking
Disney.
into cutting the snake off at the head. So as
It's
in
Disney.
getting rid
Fucking
of
whatever.
Kennedy and replacing her because it's not financially viable for them to own Star Wars anymore.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not too upset about it, to be honest. I'm kind of getting sick of Star Wars.
I am not, but then again, it's been in my blood since I was really young.
There's just so much of it now.
I know.
Honestly, I'm kind of getting worried that they're gonna do the same thing with like Spider-Man,
Me too.
just because Homecoming and then an Infinity War, and then they're coming up with the Spider-Verse movie, which I think looks really good. Then there's gonna be Homecoming 2, and then Infinity War Part 2. There's just gonna be so much. Oh, and then the game.
I do want to talk about the game, and I'm hoping we talk about that
It's
next.
on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just so much Spider-Man shit coming out. Like a 10-year-old me would have killed to live in 2018,
Me too.
but we might reach a tipping point eventually. Um.
We'll see.
Anyways, Unravel 2.
It's been touched by the hands of EA. They
Yeah, I
have.
mean, I'm not too upset about that. Just I didn't think the first one was all that interesting.
I didn't either.
I mean, I guess it'll be fine. It's supposed to be like co-op now, but it's like so now you're just like a little big planet.
It's co-op in the sense that you two are tethered together.
Yeah, I still view it as like little big planet.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. Uh, Next. So this is gonna be more so towards EA category here.
Oh boy.
FIFA 19,
Don't give a fuck.
Madden 19,
Don't give a fuck.
NBA Live 19,
Don't give a fuck.
Just Dance 19.
Still don't give a fuck, and that's Ubisoft.
I'm still counting it. 'Cause it's the same shit.
I know.
What do you think about Sea of Solitude?
Um, fuck. Sea of Solitude. Oh, was that the German made game?
Yeah, like very artsy and like humans turn into monsters when they get too
Yeah, I'm
lonely.
interested because she was so passionate in how she was delivering the game. They didn't show much, but I'm interested to see what's gonna come from that. I'm gonna keep my eye on that game.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested too. I'm not a huge artsy game fan, but you never know.
Yeah, and if they can convey, the idea behind those artsy games is to make you feel, just like when you go and look at art. The overall concept is to make you feel something. So if they
Yeah,
can convey, humans are evil, evil destructive creatures, well, then they've done their job. Now if they can convey it in such a way to where you feel like you need to change something about yourself, then they've really done something innovative,
yeah.
because it
We'll
makes you
just see how they.
self-reflect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see how well they pull it. They manage to pull it off.
Right.
Command and Conquer Rivals.
Command and Conquer is dead.
I mean, I don't know much about Command and Conquer. Um,
I don't either. I didn't play any of the games, but just from because people who did enjoy it, it sounded like it had a great legacy, and it's just not worth it anymore.
yeah, yeah, we'll see. Um,
Because it's a
awesome.
fucking mobile game.
Oh yeah. Uh, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit.
Okay, who? I don't remember this game.
I don't
Awesome
know much about
Adventures
it.
of
It's like a
Captain
little
Spirit.
kid who's like Captain Marvel or something. I don't know.
Here, let me run the trailer real quick.
I didn't choose to be different, to betray my own.
But yeah, much further than that, I have no idea. I
No
didn't.
one gives a fuck. GameSpot, just fucking show me the trailer. Oh, they're
Yeah,
talking
I didn't.
about it.
I didn't watch shit about it.
Neither did I. I honest, and I can't find this trailer. Um, I'll keep my eye out for more information. How about that?
Yeah. So next, Babylon's Fall.
Do you have a description of the game? Because I think I missed this one as well.
Uh, no. The only thing I wrote was it's from the Platinum Game Studio, and they always make very good games. Well, not always. They usually make pretty good games, so I'm excited. Usually they usually make like hack and slash games, like Metal Gear Rising, Bayonetta, stuff like that.
Bab. Uh. Game. It's another Square Enix title that was announced. That's why I don't know anything about it.
Oh,
Uh, so it looks like it would, from what I can tell, it's about the fall of Babylon.
well, no shit. I can't imagine that with the fucking name.
Fuck you.
God damn it, Terrell. I think it's about the fall of Babylon.
Well, I'm
No
I'm I'm
way.
literally just doing my research right goddamn now.
Oh my god.
Hey, I never said I
uh,
was a smart human. I just said I I can fucking uh
uh,
I made it to college.
my god.
No one said I had to be smart to do that.
All right.
So
Uh,
from this trailer, we really don't get a lot. It's gonna be a PlayStation and Steam exclusive, no Xbox.
that's not horribly surprising.
So it's I guess oh, it's made by the same people that made Near Automata.
Yeah, Platinum.
Okay, I'll keep my eye on it. Near Automata was fucking interesting.
Yeah, I need to actually get to that one. That one's pretty close up on my two playlist.
All right.
All right. So next, Dragon Quest 11.
Never really been a fan of Dragon Quest games,
Yeah, me neither.
so let's just move on.
Uh, the Final Fantasy 14 cross Monster Hunter World.
Um, both games are very well made, very interesting, but honestly, I haven't played either one, so I can't really speak on it.
Yeah, I've tried Monster Hunter World a few times, or Monster Hunter in general a few times. Couldn't get into it.
I will say
I
that Monster
might
Hunter World
try the
is
one.
different.
I might try the one that'll come to Switch soon, but
Agreed.
much further than that, mm, we'll see. Um, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Don't know how to feel.
Yeah, I haven't played the first one.
Neither have I.
It might be okay. Trials Rising.
It looks like more Trials, which I'm definitely okay with. I haven't really played them too much. I do know that you can get one of the Trials for free right now on PlayStation. So I'm okay with it. Probably not gonna pick it up right away.
Yeah, me neither. Honestly, the Trials games are very much so the ones I will probably never actually buy.
But hey,
Um,
when they give them away for free,
oh yeah, that's great. So next, Skull and Bones.
that's the that's the Assassin's Creed game that's not an Assassin's Creed game, right?
It's only pirates,
Right. Okay. So it's the Pirates game that uses the Assassin's Creed ship like mechanic, and that's it.
which I am okay with because I feel like the fact they tried making like 4 and Rogue, Assassin's Creed, and pirate games really took away from that a lot.
I can agree. The only thing I'm not uh, a fan of is when you board the ship, it's just a cutscene.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see.
Because yes,
Um,
pirates plunder the seven seas and all that shit. Um, but they knew how to fight with a sword, and so let me actually do that. That was a really fun part of playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is when you actually took a ship, when you went to board it and steal the shit, you got to jump over there and fucking murder everybody.
yeah, the only good part about that game.
Honestly,
Oh, um, I do not like that game.
still better than Unity.
I like Unity. Um,
Ran
it ran pretty well on PS4.
after they fixed it.
Yeah, I didn't play it at launch. And that's an issue with all games that come out, it seems.
Yeah.
Starlink Battle for Atlas.
We're gonna keep trying this Skylander shit till it fucking works.
Skylanders. Don't you mean No Man's Sky?
No, it has Skylanders toys as well.
Oh, it does.
Uh huh. It's
Oh.
both.
Oh well. The only thing I thought was interesting was on Switch
You
there's going
get
to be a
fought.
Star Fox crossover, but that's it.
Yeah, that's the only part that was interesting to me as well. But literally, it's like No Man's Sky with fucking Skylanders toys. The only people that have been able to pull off the whole statue or toy thing was Nintendo with Amiibo.
Yeah, and even then I only have like 2.
I have one, two, three, four, five, six. Wait,
I
one,
want
two, three, four, five. No, I only have five.
I want the Solaire amiibo,
Who doesn't want
but
the Solaire Amiibo?
dude, it looks awesome.
Right?
But apart from that, I think I'm good with the ones I have right now. I have the Pikmin and Shovel Knight ones.
I have two. I have the Guardian, and Zelda, and then I have all of them from Odyssey, and I'm good with those.
So next, hey, funny that you said Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay. Okay, so Assassin's Creed is no longer gonna be a fucking annual franchise. Never mind, it's going back to annual. That we only did that for one
They
time.
said they
Fuck
were
you.
taking a break,
Yeah. And then
but I'm okay with it.
I could care less.
I
Like
mean, I haven't
I
beaten.
have I got Origins for free. I've played about 20 minutes of it. So
I haven't beaten Origins. I've put a few hours into it. I like it. I just don't like
I
how
like how they
Ubisoft
look. I
handles
like how they
Steam.
look. For sure.
I just don't like how Ubisoft handles Steam. So
Agreed.
I'm gonna get it on PS4 eventually, and then I'll finish it. But it looks interesting, and I like the fact you can play as uh, either Cassandra or the dude, and Cassandra's super pretty, so I'm gonna play as her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
um,
I'm fine with it. I mean,
but
like, if it's your
much
cup of
further than
tea,
that,
sip on it.
it looks like Origins, which I'm okay with.
If it's your cup of tea, sip on it, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh,
Oh damn.
Uh, Transference.
I don't I don't know anything about that game.
The only thing I saw on that web page was it's a VR horror game.
Don't give a fuck. I don't have
Yeah,
like I have a computer that can run VR and I still don't have a headset. I've thought
yeah,
about getting it because
I
I
don't
really do
care.
like the job simulator game. Like I want to play that. But besides that, that's the only thing that will get me to buy one.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Agreed. So if there's any other VR titles on here, let's just skip them.
Oh, except I do want to talk about that FromSoft one.
We don't know anything. Literally, the trailer was so vague.
I
We can.
still
It's
want to
only
talk about it.
speculation.
Yeah, I still want to talk about how upset I am.
Okay.
Um, how about The Crew 2?
More crew.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. That's about it.
Satisfactory.
Who's making that?
I have no idea. It's like a factory builder, though.
Um, could be interesting. Didn't really see anything about it. Uh, keep I'll keep my eye out for it on Steam because I'm sure I'll see it eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Uh,
I have a question for
Neocab.
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
a question for you.
Yeah.
Uh, shit, if I can remember. Hitman 2.
That's on the list.
Can we talk about it now?
Yeah, sure.
So I think as a person who hasn't really played any of the Hitman games, it's good that they got to keep their property. Worried about Warner Brothers publishing, but looks interesting actually. Looks like it's going back to the way Hitman's should be, not episodic.
Yeah, I always meant to get around to at least trying the episodic one. But much further than that, I
My
don't
friend enjoys it,
care.
but at the same time, like he's like, this was a stupid business decision.
Yeah, we'll see how it looks.
Yep, it looks fun. Angry Joe had a great time with the demo.
I don't like Angry Joe.
I know, but I'm just saying, like he had a great time with the
Yeah.
demo.
All right, so next, Neocab.
The fuck is that?
Apparently, it's a cab driving simulator where you're like the last human cab driver.
Don't know and really don't care.
Yeah,
I
it
feel like this is
sounds
from like the
weird.
Devolver Digital and the fucking PC Gamer showcases, which I didn't see nor care about.
Yeah, me neither. Um, Next, Mavericks.
The fuck? Like it rings a bell, but I can't remember who talked about it.
I don't know, but from what this webpage I saw was saying, it's a battle royale game.
Don't give a fuck.
All right, so next, Forgotten City.
Sounds interesting by the title.
It is apparently a Skyrim mod turned into an actual game.
You called it Forgotten City.
Yes,
Uh,
which that's honestly kind of cool. The fact that it's a mod turned into a game.
right.
But much further than that, I have no idea.
Well, here's the thing with mods being turned into games. They don't have a great track record, but if it ends up being good, fucking A, let's do this shit. That's
All
all
right,
I
so
got to say on it.
next, Neo 2.
More Neo.
Yeah, pretty much. I was really surprised that they announced it so quick.
It's those Japanese people. They pump that shit out real quick.
Yeah. Apparently, it'll have like a character customization stuff. But much further than that, I never actually beat Neo. So we'll see.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um, Resident Evil 2, Destiny 2 Forsaken.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I
pretty
never
much.
got into Destiny, the first Destiny, never got into the second one. Shitty business
Oh,
practices by Activision. I don't give a
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I wanted to play with Kyle, but he and I never actually got around to it. Actually, I think we played the demo together a little bit, but that's like it.
I played the alpha of the first game. Didn't
Yeah.
care for it.
But yeah, yeah, it's Destiny 2.
Yeah,
My cousin will like it, but
good for your cousin.
yeah, that's about it. Um, Star Control Origins.
Star Control Origins. The fuck? What game is this?
It's a star space based action RPG. So it's probably going to be very similar to something like Mass Effect.
I was gonna say it sound from that description. It sounds like it'll be closer to like Subnautica, but in space.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Sinking City.
Interesting. Gonna keep my eye on it. Besides that, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really see a whole lot about that one. Maneater.
I didn't even hear about this one. I feel like we're in the Devolver Digital and PC area, PC games part of the list
Yeah,
where no one watched those press conferences.
it's pretty much Jaws Simulator.
I really don't care then.
Yeah. Morning Star.
Now this one I heard.
It's Stardew Valley, but cyberpunk, apparently.
I mean, if that's your cup of tea, there you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. I really like Stardew Valley. We'll see how Morning Star is, but
Stardew
I don't
Valley's
know.
about to fucking roll out. Yes, it has its multiplayer beta on Steam or on PC.
Well,
So,
I know that.
so we could play that at some point if we truly wanted to.
I'm gonna play with Kyle. He and I already have plans. Get the fuck out.
Okay, fuck you.
Um, uh, Overwhelm. I couldn't find anything about that game.
Then let's just skip it.
Okay. Uh, so Bravery Network Online.
I don't know anything about it, and I just by the title do not care.
According to the thing I was saying, it's supposedly very Pokemon. But much further than that, I have no clue.
I really don't care.
Sable.
I've heard this one, but I don't.
Supposedly, according to the website, it's like an exploration based game where you like explore through a bunch of like set pieces through time.
Concept seems interesting. We'll have to see how it is in practice.
Let's see. Genesis Alpha 1.
I haven't heard of it. It's a sci-fi something, and oh well.
Yeah, I didn't see shit for it. The new Walking Dead game that is not Telltale.
Isn't it? We'll have to wait and see. I was never a fan of The Walking Dead. The game seemed interesting when it was by Telltale. This one, I don't know.
So, speaking of Telltale, Walking Dead, the final season.
Um, hopefully they wrap it up with a nice little bow.
I'm sure they will. No, Noita.
I don't know shit about it.
It is a roguelike platformer, which from what I saw reminded me a lot of Metroid. And I think it looks pretty cool, mostly because I'm a big fan of roguelike games.
Then hey, you got a new roguelike coming out. Then
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Dead Cells on Switch.
is it coming?
It is.
I'm still pissed that the Hat in Time developers are not gonna put it on Switch.
Yeah, it feels pretty perfect. It's like if we get Ukulele on Switch, why can't we get the good one?
Exactly.
uh, 2 Point Hospital.
Don't know anything about it.
Me neither. Ooblets.
Wasn't that on fucking Sony's console?
I have no idea. All I saw is that it's a dance fight game.
Don't care. This whole like 35-minute section has been don't care. Have to put a timestamp in for when people should come back.
Anno 1800.
I don't know anything about it, but the name sounds interesting.
It's like a colony builder, so I guess probably something like Sim City and City Skylines.
Seems interesting, I guess. I'm waiting. Personally, I'm waiting for a. There's a city builder coming out in quarter 4 of this year on Steam called Foundation, and I'm interested in that game.
I already have City Skylines, so I feel like I'm set.
I do. I mean, I also have City Skylines, but this one is like a medieval one, and there's
Oh,
like no set pieces. You can just put shit all over the place, and it looks interesting.
I might have to check that one out.
It's coming out in Q4 this year. It says.
Okay, so I feel like you would probably have something to say about this.
All right.
Last of Us Part 2.
I am interested. Yeah, for sure. It's on my list. It's actually below Shadow. It's actually the last thing on my list of anticipated games that were announced.
I'm interested. I wouldn't say I'm excited. It does look better than the first, which I'm happy about.
I'm gonna say I'm excited as a fan of the first game. I very much enjoyed the first game, and I understand you did not, and that's okay.
Yeah,
Um,
it looks better.
it looks better, and for sure I'm picking that up and I'm gonna play it.
And that, hot ass lesbian kiss action. Woo-wee.
I love how people are in an uproar about this. It's like, did you not play the DLC? Like, it was free on the PlayStation. Go play it.
Yeah,
We
she
are,
was already gay.
yeah.
Um, I really didn't care. I feel like I'm getting very normalized to stuff like that, which I guess is good. Because I didn't even
I
notice
didn't
it
really
was
bat an eye
weird.
to it either.
Yeah, and like I
Well, and
missed
I
the
knew
first part of the
I played
kiss.
the DLC,
Yeah. Yeah, for
so
me, like I missed the first part of the kiss. Like I looked away for like half a second.
and then you just come back and you're like, ah,
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they're kissing. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm interested and it looks very brutal.
it does. From what I understand, the first Last of Us also looked pretty brutal, and then it got dumbed back. But from what it looks like, this is what we're actually gonna get this time.
I'd be okay with that. I was really surprised we actually got gameplay of it.
Right. The first gameplay. Go look at the first gameplay of Last of Us though that they announced ever. It's similar, so people are still skeptical. Skeptical.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so next, Durancine.
The fuck is this?
That that is the From Software Japan Studio VR game.
Okay.
So
I
I
don't
wanted to
know
talk about
because
this.
literally they did not. Okay, so they showed the trailer right at the conference, and there was actually nothing else that they said about it. They said the rest of it was shrouded in mystery.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this because these motherfuckers, they put up From Software, right? They put up that title card. Whoo-wee! From Software. Japan Studio. Whoo! We might get like Bloodborne 2 up in
You're
this
not gonna
bitch.
get
We might
fucking
get
Bloodborne 2
Demon
yet.
Souls 2. You're a whore. Just shut up for a sec. Like, oh, we might get some sort of continuation of the Souls series apart from Sekiro by these two studios who have done Bloodborne and Demon Souls. Sounds awesome. You start off, there's like this Victorian looking scenery. Okay, maybe that's just the fucking setting. And then it just keeps going.
And
And
going.
it just keeps going. And then it comes out that it's called Deracine or Durancine.
I don't fucking
And
speak
it's a
French.
artsy VR game. And I immediately regretted my life's decisions. Like, I was even texting to Josh while watching it. I will pull up the text right now for you.
Alrighty, I'm excited to hear this shit.
Because this is easily a range of emotions if my phone will load. There we go. My poor phone trying to load Bloons Tower Defense 6.
Poor phone.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. Dear God.
How often do you two fuckers talk?
Apparently a lot.
A lot more than you thought.
Oh, okay. So I respond, motherfucking FromSoft and Sony Japan team up, holy shit. Josh responds, wee. I respond, oh, it's a VR game, supposedly very artsy. There goes literally all of my hype.
Wow.
Boo, same. Then I respond, like, I know FromSoft is pretty busy, but I was hoping for them to at least say Bloodborne 2 slash Demon Souls 2 coming 2020 or something.
It might be, not to derail what you're saying, but I feel like they might be holding that card because all the estimates are saying, oh, new consoles are coming. They're coming in the next 3 years or so.
It doesn't matter. I
It's
still
gonna be
want
a
them.
fucking. It's gonna be a launch title.
I still want to
Shit, you
rub
not.
them
It's gonna
all
be a
over my
fucking
butthole.
launch title.
Oh God, since I have a job, I can get them both at launch. Oh God. My money.
I feel. Okay, continue.
Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that accursed FromSoft VR game.
Goddamn you, VR.
So, Death Stranding.
I'm still interested. I'm actually still very interested. I
I
still want to know about the throat fucking baby.
I could not be any less interested, actually. From what they showed, we've known about this game for like 2.5 years.
Just to have it be a walking simulator.
Yeah, all they have shown is it's weird and there's walking. And that's it. It's like, homies, come the fuck on. Show at least something good. Like, I don't care about walking everywhere. Walking's in like every fucking game. We don't need to know this. What's gonna make this game different than all of the other games? Where's all of this hype coming from?
The fact that it is Kojima.
Yeah, but it's like, we need something other
Hold
than
on a sec.
it being Kojima.
Not yet. Why? I I need to call my continue. I need to call my internet provider.
Soon.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, it's like, homies, show something that gets me interested.
You're
I
not
don't
interested by the
care.
throat, baby?
No,
Then what?
it's weird for the sake of being weird. That's all it is.
I'm sure it's gonna end up being something interesting, and maybe the reason why they haven't shown it is because of the fact it is so like it is a crucial part to the story.
Or they can show, actual gameplay apart from just walking. I ended up skipping through a lot of that one.
I bet.
Control.
Remind me what this game was again.
It's like a third person shooter where you can also control like gravity and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was very Quantum Break esque, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Quantum Break looked interesting, I guess. Not
Yeah, I don't
not
know
so interested in this
about
game,
this
to be
one.
perfectly honest.
Rapture Rejects.
Uh, you know, did not see anything about it. The
It
title alone
is
piques
an
my interest.
isometric battle royale
Never
based
mind.
on the Cyanide and Happiness comics.
Never mind. The title had me interested. The description has me leaving. Next,
Yeah. I
next.
feel like in high school I probably would have been more interested, but no.
Agreed.
Vigor 2, or no, just Vigor.
Vigor. Uh, don't know, and personally, probably don't care.
It is a game by the DayZ devs, and it's a multiplayer shooter. Said nothing about Battle Royale, but it's probably going to be pretty close.
Probably.
Okay, so next, Ghosts of Tsushima.
Interested. Very, very interested. Looks fantastic.
I'm a little upset that this is what Sucker Punch has been working on instead of infamous Second Son 2, but it does look interesting. And I love that it's very based on swordplay.
Agreed.
So next, Spider-Man.
I am so interested in this game
Oh yeah, me too. It
because
looks awesome.
you can tell it is just a labor of love. The way
Oh
the
yeah.
devs talk about it, it's their it is like their labor of love, and they've taken all things into consideration.
Oh yeah, and I saw the best thing about it. It was that it feels a lot like the Spider-Man 2 game in just that it feels good to do nothing.
It looks good to do nothing too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to watch people play it, I was just like, oh fuck, I could watch this for hours.
Yeah. But yeah, it just looks cool just cuz, Spider-Man 2 you could just fuck around and swing around for hours and have it be fun.
Right.
And no other Spider-Man game really
Accomplish
captured
this.
that, but this one does, and I cannot wait. And also, I want there to be like unlockable costumes for like every incarnation of Spider-Man.
I
I
do
don't
too.
give two shits how hard that would be in terms of licensing. I want it to happen.
Me too. And you want to know
Like
what I really, really want?
what?
a PlayStation 4 Pro bundle.
Oh, that'll look terrible. You know it. It'll
No,
be cool though.
we talked about the concept art or or the leaked quote unquote PlayStation 4 Pro bundle with it, right?
Yeah.
It looks really good. It's literally just a PlayStation with it being like Spider-Man red with the Spider-Man logo on top. I think it
Yeah,
looks nice,
we'll see.
and it would make the game look better too.
I still just really want the God of War one.
I know you do,
Um.
but I cannot wait to get my hands on that game.
Oh yeah, and also the fact Rhino, Vulture, Electro, who else?
And
Mister
one there,
Negative.
there's one more that we
It's
don't
Green
see.
Goblin.
I,
It's
I,
Green Goblin.
we all know it's Green Goblin, but we don't know. It's Green Goblin. But
Yeah,
I'm so fucking excited.
I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with that because I mean they're doing kind of like their own Spider-Man arc,
Right.
but I wonder if they're gonna do more so uh Marvel Prime Green Goblin where it's literally just Norman Osborn in a suit,
Maybe.
or if they're gonna go more towards the Ultimate Spider-Man where it is Green Goblin mutated into a giant monster.
I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Oh yeah.
But damn, that game cannot come soon enough.
Oh yeah. And like I said, I want Spider-Man costumes for everything. I want like the Sam Raimi trilogy Spider-Man. I want
I
Amazing
want Robert
Spider-Man.
Downey Jr. fucking Easter eggs.
Iron Spider's already in it too.
I
I
know.
want I want crappy Homecoming costume in it. I want normal Homecoming costume in it.
I want
Uh,
Infinity War costume in it.
Iron Spider is in it.
Oh, I didn't know that was actually called Iron Spider.
No, it 100% is. I
Okay.
want I want the comics version of the Iron Spider in it. I
I
want
want it all.
yeah, I want Kane as Scarlet Spider. I want Ben Riley as Scarlet Spider. Um, I want like Venom Spider Man, Miles Morales Spider Man, which Miles is in the game, so hopefully you can. I want to be able to play as like Mary Jane and she's Spider Man for some reason because that was an unlockable thing in the old games, which was really ridiculous.
I
There's
want
a
more.
lot
I
that I
want
want.
more. I want to be able to deliver pizzas.
God, I hated those missions. They yeah, I want everything, really.
Me too.
Um,
I feel like I'm gonna be satisfied with whatever we get though.
oh yeah, me too. Okay, so let's get off of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is that about it? How many more do we have?
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9.
Jesus.
I feel like a lot of these will go quick. Damon Ex Machina on the Switch.
Remind me about this game.
I I saw it. It was very forgettable. I don't remember like anything about it
Then let's
except they were
fucking forget
playing
about
metal
it.
music.
Let's
Uh,
forget about it then.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC.
Looks interesting. Didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. My friend is excited for it. Who did though?
I played it a little bit. I did not like it, like at all.
Right.
So probably not. We got more information on Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
I'm actually interested in those games
I'm interested, but
because
I don't like the. I don't want to say like the casual aspect of it, but the casual aspect of it.
okay, here's the reason why I'm interested. I never got in. I was okay. My mom was against Pokemon as when I was a kid. She didn't want me to watch it or play it. So now that I can make my own decisions and shit, I want to get into it, but I don't know where to start. I feel like Let's Go Pikachu is a or Let's Go Eevee is a great starting point to be able to
For
jump into the
me,
series and kind of get my feet wet before we dive into a full-on game on the Switch. You know what I mean?
For me, I was very much so looking forward to it being just only a yellow remake,
Uh huh.
but the fact that they've added so much like Pokemon Go stuff makes me less interested.
Fair.
If I can get it for cheap, I'd be okay with it.
Okay. I know that a mainline game is coming to the Switch.
Oh, it's coming 2019, yeah.
Right. So I feel like this is the best way for me to get my feet wet.
So next, I'm personally very excited for this. Super Mario Party. All right. Yeah, I just paused.
I
Um
I didn't have the time to.
so Super Mario Party.
I'm excited.
I love the fact that they're going back to good Mario Party,
Agreed.
and I personally cannot wait. Like the fact that, they're getting rid of the whole stupid idiotic car mechanic makes me so happy.
Yeah. I think that's a given. That go back to the
Yeah, much.
roots. They're gonna have you're gonna be able to, from what people have gotten from interviews, you will be able to play the game online, but as like the individual games. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Not as
got
like
you.
actual Mario Party, but like the mini games you'll be able to play online.
I got you. But still, I cannot wait.
I can't either.
Yeah, I've missed classic Mario Party.
I agree.
All right, so next, new Fire Emblem.
Looks interesting. Uh, could get my feet wet with this Fire Emblem game. We'll have to wait and
I
see if anyone.
tried. I played demos. I didn't like it very much, but maybe it'll be cool.
Maybe.
Overcooked 2.
Interesting place to make a large announcement for. Um, I have the original Overcooked. I have not played it, but I'm glad to see Team 17 still kicking it with Overcooked.
Yeah, I need to play it. I was skipping it, and then I saw some. I thought it looked very fun, and then I'm like, I should play it with Kyle.
Agreed.
Um, Hollow Knight.
Wait, Hollow Knight.
It's a, I hate this phrase, Souls-like 2D platformer where you're this little kind of cute like skeleton dude.
Oh, oh, Hollow Knight, where the game that went live the day of the conference.
Yeah, live
Uh,
on Switch. Yeah,
right. It looks interesting to me. I haven't picked it up or played it yet because money.
I just got my tax return, so I'm thinking about getting it.
Damn, that took a while. Anyway,
You're fucking telling me. I was in so much debt for a while because I didn't have a job,
right,
and then all of a sudden, once I get money back, they're like, "Hey, here's this."
exactly. But looks interesting. Probably I'll pick it up at some point.
Yeah, I might pick it up a little later. I just got Bloodstained and a ar- like turn-based RPG on my Switch, so I
Yeah,
might wait. So next, so we have two left.
right.
Killer Queen Black.
Ah, fuck. What was this game?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
I and I don't know, and I don't care. It didn't stand out in the crowd.
Yeah, so this one will stand out because it was literally the entirety of Nintendo's presentation. Smash Bros. Ultimate.
turned off a little bit by the fact of how long that they spent on the game. I did expect them to spend a good majority on Smash Brothers.
but not that much.
Not that much. I will probably pick it up at some point. I'm happy to see that they are going all in, just bringing everybody back.
I
And
hope they make it a platform where they just keep adding
adding shit,
characters.
right? Yeah, that would be nice. Um, but besides that, I'm not the biggest Smash fan. Happy to see that they're
I'm
bringing
still
back like
waiting
Snake,
for
and
I'm still waiting for PlayStation All Stars 2.
it's never gonna happen.
Don't say that. You're the reason. Everyone saying it will never happen is the reason it will never happen. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy,
Anyway, um, comes out this year. Awesome for
which I was
Switch people.
very surprised about.
We're gonna see a shit ton more Switch sales.
Yeah, right around December.
Yep.
I'm very interested to see how well the Switch is going to do towards end of the year.
Towards its second year run. I feel like
Well,
it's
I'm
gonna
just
have
I'm
dropped
just
off a
saying more
lot.
so I'm just saying more so towards like Black Friday and shit with how many games are going to be out for it.
Dude, I don't fucking know. It's gonna do well.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I mean, there's really no way it can't, right?
Right.
I mean, I'm really happy with how well the Switch has been doing so far.
Agreed. It's a
All
great
right, well, I
console.
guess that's it.
Yep.
This has been fun.
Indeed. See you next year.
Yep, see you next year. Yeah.
No, I'll probably see you to eat them fucking Pop Tarts.
Oh, have you heard about the splits?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, the picture I sent you. Yeah.
Yes. So I'll probably
Yeah,
see you
they
to eat those Pop Tarts, and let's play more games.
we'll see. I got Dark Souls.
I'm
All right.
going to
So
get
yeah.
Dark Souls. I'm gonna go take care of all the things that I need to take care of.
Yep, you do that. You have fun.
All right.
All right, well, this is it.
Yep.
Goodbye.